Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Fara binti Kamal Zaman and my number matric is 1022. So, this is our topic for this presentation, which is Malaysian exports control on medical equipment during COVID-19. The code for this subject is DPP 30063 and our lecturer name is Puan Hadijah binti Qadir. So, this is our agenda. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysia, as a major global supplier of rubber gloves and medical equipment, imposed temporary export control to prioritize domestic need to ensure educated supply for country's healthcare system. This control reflected how Malaysia adapted to global crises while maintaining its export commitment. This is our content, which is background of issue, problem, current procedures, pros and cons, and the last is solution. So this is background of issue. During pandemic COVID-19, all citizens will take precaution to avoid the COVID-19 virus. Therefore, Malaysia reduced the export activity of health goods to prioritize and ensure the safety of Malaysians. What is that? Such as mask, sanitizer, and gloves. During COVID-19, some steps are taken to avoid the COVID virus, including wearing a mask. Masks are very, very important to wear. They cannot even be shared or used. In addition, the use of sanitizer is very important. This is because people will use this liquid after touching or holding something to neutralize if there is a virus immediately. Malaysians also prioritize the use of soaps. They will wash their hands with soap if they don't use sanitizer. However, some also take the easy step of wearing disposable rubber gloves in addition to using sanitizer. Lastly, people also need to maintain a social distances of at least 1.50 with other people. So, the government is very focused on the needs of the people of Malaysia during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as including the sale of goods such as mask, sanitizer, and rubber to other countries.
Assalamualaikum dan hi, my name is Shafira and my number matrix is 1008. Today I'm going to talk about problem that Malaysia face in COVID-19. First of all, we have supply chain disruption, which is with the surge in global demand for medical supplies like rubber gloves, disruption in raw material supply and logistic impact production capabilities. For example, raw material shortage. High demand for medical supplies made it difficult to obtain raw material. In logistic challenge, transportation issues affected the distribution of product and material, causing delays and higher costs. And then about is a healthcare system strain. The rapid increase in COVID-19 case put immense pressure on the healthcare system, requiring a swift response to manage resources and patient care. As we will know about export control, Malaysia imposed export control to ensure local needs, which sometimes cause tensions with other countries. In international relations, countries that rely on Malaysia supply were kind of worried about shortage, as we know. In balancing domestic and global needs, imposing export control aimed to ensure sufficient local supplies for the healthcare system, which sometimes led to tension with international partners who rely on Malaysia for medical equipment. As we know, increased patient load. A higher number of COVID-19 patients overwhelmed hospital and healthcare facilities. For example, resource allocation. Ensuring supplies to healthcare working and the public became a challenge for patients. As we know, rapid response, there was a need for quick action to manage the crisis and ensure patient safety. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is maisurah fara and my matrix number is 1084. I will talk about the current procedures taken to balance the local needs with exports. So the first one is regulatory licensing. Exporters of medical equipment must comply with regulations set by the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. This includes obtaining the necessary export licenses. The licensing process ensures that only approved medical products are exported, prioritizing domestic healthcare needs during crisis. The second one is inventory assessment. Exporters are required to conduct a thorough inventory assessment of their medical equipment and supplies. This involves reporting the quantity of products available for export versus those needed for local distribution. This transparency helps the government monitor stock levels and prioritize domestic supply. The third one is local demand priority. Export permits are granted based on an evaluation of local demand. The government assesses the healthcare system needs, ensuring that sufficient supplies remain in the country. This means that high demand items, such as gloves and masks, may face stricter export limitations until domestic needs are adequately met. The fourth one is quality compliance. All medical equipment intended for export must comply with local and international quality standards, including certifications from relevant authorities. This ensures that products are safe and effective, reflecting Malaysia's commitment to maintaining high standards in its exports while addressing global needs. And lastly, monitoring and enforcement. The government actively monitors export activities through customs and trade enforcement agencies. Any violations of export controls can lead to penalties, including fines or revocation of export licenses. This strict monitoring helps maintain the integrity of the supply chain and ensures that Malaysia can respond effectively to any future healthcare crisis. That's all from me.
Okay, hi and hello. I'm Padmesh. My last metric number is 1070. Okay, now I would like to explain about pros and cons of Malaysia's export control on medical equipment during the COVID-19. Okay, first of all, ensure domestic supply. By imposing the export controls, Malaysia ensured that its own healthcare system had enough essential medical supplies such as rubber gloves, which were crucial during the pandemic. This protected the country's healthcare workers and patients. Okay, the secondly, prioritizing national health security. Okay, uh, after that, the export restrictions allowed Malaysia to address immediate domestic needs, which is important during a crisis like COVID-19. Ensuring the national health security during such as like emergency is visual to containing the spread of the virus within the country. Okay, the third one is demonstrate adaptability. Okay, Malaysia's ability to quickly adapt to the changing global crisis by imposing temporary restrictions shows flexibility in policy making. It balanced domestic needs while maintaining the same level of export activity, reflecting efficient crisis management. Okay, the fourth one is the last of the pros, strategic global role. Okay, even with the export controls, Malaysia continued to supply the medical equipment to other countries, which helped maintain its global reputation such as reliable supplier during the time of needs. Okay. Now I would like to explain about the cons. Okay. First of all, strain on the international relations. Okay. For example, like limiting the exports during a global pandemic may have strained relationship with other countries that were depending on Malaysia's medical equipment. Okay. For example, like this could have caused friction in diplomatic or trade relations with the key trading partners. Okay, the second one is distribution of the uh, global supply chains. Okay, the country is one of the world's largest manufacturers of the rubber and medical gloves as well as the cast. It is the possible that the enforcement of the export restrictions prompt distribution in international supply chains, which could have impact countries that depend on exports from Malaysia. Okay, the third one is economic impact. Other negative effect is felt on Malaysia economy, like especially considering its huge percentage in the market of the global medical supplies. Such kind of export cuts during a period of high demand might have caused local industry lost sales and opportunities for profits. Okay, the finally uh, risk of over reliance. Malaysia's action may have highlighted the global over reliance on a few suppliers for crucial goods. While the restrictions address Malaysia's needs, they also underscore the weakness in global supply chains where too much depends is placed on a single source. Thank you.
The solution is, in the face of the COVID-19 outbreak, Malaysia imposed an export ban on medical supply, such as rubber gloves, in order to safeguard the local supply. Being a top supplier, Malaysia imposed export bans intermittently to cope with the needs of its own health system while still fulfilling its understanding to the global supply. That's all. Thank you.